following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie, go Pollen! Puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor into the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Waupun on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets. Vanderwerf getting the ball to Spies, and she pounds one down and puts it off the arms of Delaney Rudinger and out of bounds. Walda's going to get it near the middle, and DeVries pushes it off to the right. Off to the races the other way. Throws it up to Emba, throws it down and in. Unbelievable alley-oop to Ben Emba, throws it down for the two. What a feed into Ben Emba from Will Sines.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in. Johannes to the line.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
Good evening and welcome to Veterans Memorial Field. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgett to bring you the play-by-play. Got Jeff Sauer here with a little assist from Big Nate Young doing the video streaming right in the room right next to us. And we are ready to bring you some Waupun Warrior football tonight here in their nice newly lit field. We love the lights we saw last week when they popped on here. And the first conference game of the season for Waupun as they take on the Chargers of Kettle, Moraine, Lutheran. And really kind of excited to see them after what we saw from them last week, Randy.
Yeah, very optimistic about this team and much improved over the last couple of years. And, hopefully that leads to a few victories as the season wears on.
Yeah, many bright spots, and really most consistently on the defensive side of the ball, man. They really gang tackled. Nobody could get anything up the middle, and had some other guys out on the wings that were getting some tackles out there, and I thought our defense looked super solid last week, and hit like I haven't seen them hit for maybe decades here in Waupun.
Yeah, much better tackling. We mentioned that. The blocking, tackling, the fundamentals of football were better, and other than a couple of big plays that they gave up, otherwise they held, New Holstein to almost nothing as far as moving the ball up and down the field. So I was optimistic, too, about how the Warriors played.
And I like at times I like the offense, many things about it, and I had a few, a couple interceptions in the ball game, and just some plays that just they didn't convert that had a good idea. But I like the way they mixed it up last week, and that's something we haven't seen either in these past years. They kind of go to a play, get some 5-10 yards on it, and they keep on going to that play, but they're mixing it up with some passes out there, some guys that can haul it in, and a couple pretty good running backs. And I think they even kind of found out they have another running back out there with Kanye Bessman. They threw him out there, and he had some nice yards in the ball game last week in that 14-6 loss.
Yeah, and much better on special teams. Bessman being one of those guys, kick returner, that didn't mess around. He put his head down, he looked for a little seam, and he got the ball up to the 30, 35-yard line almost every time. And him along with Reeder, I think they did an excellent job back there handling punts and kicks. And yeah, it's small steps. It's small little steps every week, and hopefully Waupun just continues to improve. And I think right now a little bit of it just becomes confidence and mentality about that you're good enough to win games.
Yeah, they had their chance. They had that wide open receiver that probably would have turned into a touchdown early in that ball game against New Holstein, and just I think maybe slipped out of the hands of Chase Beam, the sophomore quarterback for Waupun. But otherwise, some good things out there, and see how they develop this week, taking on a little bit different animal. The Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers, they do have two very good running backs. They got a quarterback. They can put a few yards up if he needs to, but they kind of like to spread things out a little bit, and a little bit of just pitching it out last second before the quarterback's going to get hit. So we'll see how they handle just a little bit different offense than what they saw last week with the split wing tee that they faced against New Holstein.
Yeah, and you and I spoke about it last week. I think maybe the first series or first couple of series on defense, Waupun, they got a little bit chasing the ball. They got chasing the ball and over pursuing, and then they ran some counters. New Holstein did against them, that were some bigger gainers, and then the kids figured it out. You got to trust your teammates. You got to do your job and stay home, and they were so much better in the second half and maybe even the second quarter on. So hopefully that continues tonight, where everybody stays home with that kind of option offense and that more spread offense.
Okay, I did get a chance to talk to Coach Adrian Harpson just before they get started doing all the proceedings and the things they do to warm up out here. So I've got an interview with him coming up, and he'll have his take on how the team played last week. I think he's pretty positive about it and about his opponent tonight with the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers. That interview with Coach Adrian Harpson coming your way in just a few minutes as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues from Veterans Memorial Field on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer. A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. Welcome back to more of our pregame show brought to you by Holman Auto Sales. Steve Winterhack with you. And an opportunity right now to talk to the head coach of the Waupun Warrior football team, and that is Adrian Harmson. Thanks for joining us, Adrian. Season number 2, what's in store for us here in the 2023 season?
Once again, well, first off, thanks for having me. Once again, we're excited. We're looking to a bright future here. We have, wonderful athletes coming up.
Steve, start me back over.
Wonderful athletes right now.
Okay, start me
we're
back
just looking
over.
to make the
Come
season
a long way from last year. We're a young coach's interview.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back to more of our pregame show brought to you by Holman Auto Sales. Steve Winterhack with you. And our chance right now to talk to the head coach of the Waupun Warriors, Adrian Harmson. And a nice close game, very competitive game. I was entertained with your game last week. First time I got to see you. I didn't get to see you on week 1, but I saw a lot of positives out there, especially on defense, just from a layman's terms out there. And I saw some really nice spots on the offense, too, if they kind of get things clicking on that. What's your take as a coach on last week's game?
Nothing but good. We've come a long way from last year, and looking at where we're at, we are hyped as a coaching staff, seeing where they've come. The players have come to realize that, like, hey, we got a chance. We're doing things right. We're getting there. We still got a lot to learn. We're a young team. We're still growing, but we're doing things right. And I think the kids saw that, at the end of the game, it was a loss, but hey, it was close, very, very close. So they're starting to understand, hey, we got a shot, we got a chance, and I think that's going to fuel us for the rest of the season and as we go on throughout each game.
I was kind of impressed by some of the players that weren't in the starting lineup for you, and I think Bestman had a really nice game on returns, and also you threw him out there as a running back once in a while and got some good positive yards. Anybody else stand out like that to you?
Yeah, we have Bestman, but then we have Ezekiel Montanez, Wesley Coons. These are all guys that, hey, they're not starters, but, man, they're about to earn their spot. We have BK, Brain Krause. We have Del Ponte. All these guys that, hey, they're not quite starters yet, but they're earning their spots. They're working hard at practice. They're giving us good looks on scout, and they're earning spots on varsity reps getting out on the varsity field. So we're glad to have that at practice, and it keeps the team going.
Taking on Kettle, Moraine, Lutheran tonight. What do you know about them? What do you expect to see from them?
We're going to see a lot of triple option. We're going to see a lot of that. They go spread. They nothing too crazy, but they're good at what they do. They got some good guys on the team, good competition, and so do we. We just got to play our game and do what we can, and just hopefully, we come out on top. So we're hoping for a good competitive game here as well.
Okay, Adrian, thanks for joining us. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, Adrian Harmson, head coach of the Waupun Warriors, getting set to take on the Chargers of Kettle, Moraine, Lutheran. We'll have more of our pregame coming your way in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, with most installed by next week and completed in just one day. And because we fabricate our countertops in-house, you can buy direct and save money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Wisconsin, known for dairy in this great state. Saputo, known for excellence. You have a rare opportunity to join the Saputo USA award-winning team. Why Saputo? Starting wages at over $22 per hour, 8 and 12-hour shifts, premiums for certain shifts too. Saputo also offers great vacation and retirement opportunities for full-time hires, plus a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Log on to Saputo.com and click on careers. The Waupun Saputo is located just outside of Waupun in Alto.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar Main Street in Waupun. Shaping up to be a pretty good weather week here, Andy. Maybe a little hot this weekend, but what's shaking here at the Other Bar?
Enjoy it now, Nick. It's going to be warm this weekend, but there's a lot less ahead than behind. So we've got a lot going on. This Sunday, of course, we welcome Royal South. They're going to be playing here from 5 to 9. It's a Hunt for Heroes for Veterans event that they're going to do a poker run and ride, and they're going to end the ride here, and we got Royal South here.
Let's kick off the weekend coming up on Saturday with the Badgers. They play at home.
Lord football is back. Badgers kick it off at 2:30, I believe, on Saturday afternoon. We'll have the game on, of course. There's all kinds of different tap beer. I got 16 lines going. We're starting to switch over to some fall stuff. We got Oktoberfest on. We've got IPAs on. We've got Ambers on. You'll have to check out and see what we got going on.
And check out the menu board, which changes by the day.
You have to roll in and see what Tierney's doing. She rolls something different out just about every day. She rolls something out of the kitchen for a special, but you can always count on hot beef, pork, and turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Andy with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Field. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgay here to bring you the game tonight. Jeff Sauer and Big Nate Young on the video streaming. And Waupun playing their first conference game of the season. They're sitting at 0-2 right now. A couple losses, but I thought a very impressive showing in that game last week in a 14-6 loss to New Holstein. And they're taking on Kettle, Moraine Lutheran coming up here tonight at home. The game last week, Chase Beam, 9 for 20 in that game, 102 yards passing, a touchdown, a couple interceptions in the game. Hayden Reeder had 9 carries for 34 yards, also 3 receptions for 39 yards, and Kanye Bestman had 8 carries for 27 yards. They also saw people like Abel Koima out there. He had some nice receptions out there in the tight end position, and really nice defense. 5 tackles for Koima out there, and also Kyler Sanders with 6 tackles for Waupun. So a very good showing on both sides of the ball, and definitely some things to build on, just like Coach Adrian Harmson said.
Yeah, and you mentioned Sanders. He had a really nice, pretty much all those stats you mentioned on him came in the first half, because I don't know if he even played in the second half. He cramped up bad, I believe it was. We never talked to him, but he had his helmet off, and he did not play for a good portion of that game. So he's an up-and-comer that's going to be a nice football player for this team. But, yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I thought the defensive line, the offensive line played well, and that hasn't been the case the last, 5 or 6 years. And I really thought they stood out and made huge improvements.
And taking a look at the Kettle Moraine Lutheran Chargers, they're 1-1 on the season. They're coached by David Kren. They lost the first week to WLA 14-0. Couldn't get on the board with them, but had better luck last week against Watertown Luther Prep, where they beat them 26-6. Quarterback Landon Hagenow just threw a pass and completed that pass in that ball game, and really relies on 2 very good running backs. Sam Elke had 14 carries for 188 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Adam Zilka, the other part of their 3-headed monster there between the quarterback and the 2 running backs. He also had 14 carries for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns. And from what I understand, they're going to try to spread it out, a little option that's going to kind of make you figure out who's going to get it. Everybody's got to keep their assignments and keep everybody covered as they decide who they're going to give it to at the end of the run.
Yeah, and that's it all comes off the quarterback, and he reads what the defense does, and he's going to put that in that fullback's stomach. He's going to hold it in there, and he'll either give it or take it away, and then he can run it himself. He can pitch out. I'm quite familiar. I ran a lot of triple option in my career, a million years ago, but we ran a lot of it, and it can be very effective. You can also go no huddle. It's very easy to call at the line of scrimmage, because you have 4 or 5 options out of one play call. So it allows you to go quick if you'd like to and keep the defense on their heels.
Did they know ahead of time who's going to get to the ball? Is that just a read on as it's happening during the play?
Yeah, that's all read. That's all read by a quarterback. I mean, there are times where you might designate a dive to the fullback, and so the linemen really know to dig in. But majority of the time, almost all the time, it's all read and react, and the court. It really comes down to the quarterback seeing what the defense is going to do and where they. If the defensive ends crack down, they're going to pitch. If they don't come in, they stay home. You're going to quarterback, is going to keep it, and he reads the defensive tackles what they're doing, and he decides to give it to the fullback, and it's a very effective tool.
Well, we're going to get to see that early and often in this ball game with the KML Chargers. And Randy and I are going to take another break. We'll come back in just a few minutes with more of our Home and Auto Sales pregame show live from Veterans Memorial Field, Waupun, getting set to take on KML. You have to watch the game and listen to it on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887. The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Welcome back to Veterans Memorial Field. Steve and Randy with you. Jeff and Big Nate on the video streaming here tonight. Tell your friends, have them tune in and join us tonight and cheer on Waupun Warrior football. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, and thanks to one of the assistant coaches, and I think, I'm not sure, did he play quarterback at one time for a little bit, Blake Dobrats, when he was?
He did, yes.
Yeah, he's one of the assistant coaches, and he gets his very organized starters list for me and sends it over about 3 days ahead of time. Don't even have to ask us. So just send it to me every week, and when we do the games, we'll have it. So let's just take a look at what Blake put together for me. First of all, Waupun's defense. Let's look at the defensive line. Clayton Taylor. He is a 6'2", 265-pound junior. Frederick Benz is a junior at 230 pounds. And Landon Potratz is a 6'1", 235-pound defensive lineman, along with Landon DeGroff, a junior at 5'11", 200 pounds. The defensive backs, Max Whitliff, 5'10", 150 pounds. Braden Torres, he is 6 foot, 160 pounds. Linebackers for Waupun, Tucker Ramirez, 5'10". He is a junior at 151 pounds. Hayden Reeder, he is a linebacker, 6'1", 185 pounds. Abel Koima, 6'3", 205-pound senior. And Kyler Sanders, he is a junior, 5'8", 155 pounds. And those are your starters and the guys that will be playing most for the defense here tonight for Waupun. Junior-senior night tonight, is said here. So, maybe the crowds will start building as Waupun shows some success and competitiveness.
Yeah, I've heard around the community, very good, positive news, and people are a little bit excited about it.
Well, we're going to take a break and come back with the beginning of tonight's game and the offensive starters for Waupun in a few minutes as Waupun Warrior football continues on RP Sports.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
We are back at Veterans Memorial Field, ready to play some football as the Waupun Warriors are hosting the Chargers of Kettle, Moraine, Lutheran. Let's look at the offense for Waupun. They are led by their quarterback, just a sophomore, built a little more like a senior, 6'1", 215-pound Chase Beam. Your running backs are Hayden Reeder. He is a 6'1", 185-pound junior, along with Kyler Sanders, a junior, 5'8", 155. Tight end, 6'3", 205-pound Abel Koima. Also starting for Waupun offensively, wide receiver Braden Torres is a 6', 160-pound junior, and Max Whitliff is a senior, 5'10", 150 pounds. Offensive linemen are Landon DeGroff. He is a junior. Landon Potratz is a junior. Garrett Gluen, he is a senior, and also Owen Koima, a senior. And Clayton Taylor, a junior, and junior Colin Sheely. And that is the starting lineup for the Waupun offense as we get things going here on this Friday night. And looking forward to it from what I saw last week, and hopefully we'll see a team that kind of builds off it, but a different animal that you're playing tonight too. So see what they bring with the 26 people they have suited up for Kettle, Moraine, Lutheran.
Certainly a different style of football. It's going to be, a little more challenging for the defensive backs and the safeties to maybe make more plays. Last week we saw the defensive line for Waupun really control the line of scrimmage and do very well.
Yeah, they did a great job taking those little cutbacks they had, filling all the holes in there, and got burned a few times early. But after that, those big old linemen up there with Koima and the bunch up there, DeGroff also in the front line, and And who else?
Poltratz.
Yeah, Gould. Poltratz was another one. Yeah, those guys are gluing. Those guys are doing a good job and just wrapping them up like a big old bear hug. There's no getting away from those guys. They're just not trying to knock them down. They wrapped them up, took them to the turf. That was fun to watch last week with the great defensive play by Waupun. We'll see if they can get things clicking offensively, too, here against Kettle Moraine Lutheran.
It feels a little bit more like Friday Night Lights. We got the band here tonight. We have the dance team is here. They start so early, 2 weeks, third week already of high school football. And not even barely in school just now. So it's hard for student athletes as well as fans to even realize what's going on, that it's football season starting to play in the middle of August.
Some schools aren't even in school till next week. I think Fond du Lac schools are not till next week.
A lot of them do not start until after Labor Day. That's correct.
So we are ready to play, and Waupun will be receiving first here in the ball game. Back to receive for the Warriors is Hayden Reeder, and is it Kanye? I think I heard one of the kids calling him Kanye Bestman. I think we were calling him kind of Kane last week, but
not sure.
I just heard some of the kids calling him that as I was unloading my car.
We'll just call him Bestman.
Yeah, Bestman. Yeah, sounds good to me. Being a sophomore, you don't really earn the whole right to get your full name set on the air.
Kanye.
Yeah, of course, if he's lighting it up here, we better get his name right.
That was Kanye West. Is that how he spells his name? Is that the same spelling? It could be Kanye.
Yeah. Well, they put it kind of K-Y. This maybe is a misspelling, and you're too K-Y-N-E. I don't know. And we are set to go. Ball is in the air. Looks like it's heading over towards Bestman. I like that he runs up on it, gets it just before the 20-yard line, heads up to the 30, and taken down at about the 33-yard line. Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys a little afraid to go up and catch the ball on the fly out there, and he's not afraid at all to run up there. Grab it and get it on a running start. Got himself to the 33, 1st and 10 for Waupun.
Yeah, another decent job, and can't complain about that kind of starting field position. And just get as much as you can. We're pretty well covered, but as you said, ran up and got it.
Chase Beam under center, one receiver out left, one out right, two running backs on either side of the quarterback. In motion is Kyler Sanders, and a pitch out around the right side over to a Reeder, and he's going to get wrapped up for about a 3-yard loss right at the 30-yard line. Kind of use Sanders to be maybe a little bit of a lead blocker along with the lineman pulling over that way, but KML all over that in a hurry, and he goes down for a 3-yard loss back to the 30-yard line for Waupun.
I'll tell you what, KML, they have some big men up front here. Just looking at a couple
56 and 75,
56, Zarling, 6'4", 290. I mean, that's you're starting to approach NFL size right there.
That's a big man.
Big man in the middle.
Yeah, Waupun trying to go to Reeder on the right side, and again nowhere to go, and maybe another yard loss back to about the 29-yard line, unless they give it up to the 30-yard line. But they come at you fast, and they come at you hard and stop the run. That was number 56 over there, Simeon Zarling, along with about 3 other players for the Chargers over in that area.
Yeah, they are 6'5", 260, and 6'4", 290 in the defensive end and nose tackle.
Remember that name Zarling before? Was there a Zarling on the basketball team?
Yeah, I do. I remember that as well. Maybe one of the girls.
The girls,
KML,
it seemed like.
I think. Yeah.
3rd down and about 13 yards to go for Waupun. They stack 3 up over on the right side, and taking up a little bit early out there is Isaiah Thurk.
Only a sophomore.
That's going to make Waupun's challenge just a little bit more here, but can you see a very good defense so far? You can only judge by the 2 plays that we've seen so far, but they got some size and the quickness to the ball, too. They're there in a hurry for Waupun not even get back to the line of scrimmage both times. Minus one receiver split out left. In motion is Braden Torres. And being back to pass. 3rd down and 18 to go. They throw it underneath and complete pass, but a nice textbook tackle there by Nate Netzel. He was right on him, just took him right with the shoulder, rolled him down, and took him right to the ground. Be rock solid fundamentally on that one, and just a minimal gain. Only 4th down and about 11 yards to go for Waupun. And Chase Beam, who I saw working on his punt steps just a little bit, so he takes one less step in there. That kind of cost him last week. And he's back to punt. He was booming I know, in warm-ups. And they're coming in a hurry. All he can do is kind of pooch one out there just a little bit because the defenseman was right in there on him, right the way. You had Ryan Thistle, as quick as a thistle in there. And he just a good job by Beam just to at least make it a positive punt down the field to the 45-yard line of KML.
That may have been partially blocked.
He was right there. He almost got there too fast for him to even get the punt off. But it was a good job by Chase just to get a foot on it and get something out of it.
KML not wasting any time. They're getting right to the line of scrimmage and ready to go.
Zilka and Elke, the running backs, behind the quarterback Hagnow in the shotgun. That's going to hand it up the middle. And Adam Zilka just follows his blockers, patient, and gets himself a nice gain of about 14 yards up to the 41, maybe 42-yard line of Waupun. 13-yard gain for him.
Option offense there. They're going to test the middle early. See what they can do, if they can run a couple of those big fellows for KML playing on the offensive line as well as the defensive line.
Yeah, you only got 26 guys suited up. There'll be a lot of guys going probably both ways, and especially those big guys will be up there. And a good job getting in the backfield for Waupun. Frederick Benz in there and wraps up the ball carrier with Sam Elke. They're going to lose some yards on this one. Lose about 2 yards back to the 44-yard line of Waupun.
Nice job, you're right. He had a few tackles last week.
Yeah, I remember that name.
Yeah, he played pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
One of those guys up front that we mentioned. Don't always get all their names, but yeah, very effective.
One receiver out left, one out right now for KML. And quarterback Hagenow gets the snap, keeps it himself around the left side, and he's going to get taken down. Tackled by Kyler Sanders. And a gain up to the 39-yard line. A pickup of about 4 yards on the play for KML. Makes it a third down, about 7 yards to go.
Another team that uses their quarterback to run all the way to the sideline every play, come all the way back. Yeah, big number 56 playing left tackle right there. Holy moly, that is a big man.
So 3rd down and 7, big play here for the Chargers. And look down the field, an incomplete pass. I'm not sure exactly what number 30, Sam Elke, kind of just went back and fell down on his back and laid there. And they started swinging out to the right side along the line of scrimmage, but that overshoots the intended receiver, makes it a 4th down and 7.
He's talking to the back judge there. Not sure if he...
A decoy, maybe.
I don't know if that was intentional or not.
What happened to that guy?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was an intentional situation or not.
It looks like he just kind of went back without really catching his feet at all. But now it's a 4th down. They're going for it. Let's go with the receiver out left, one out right. And quarterback's going to keep it, and he's got himself a 1st down crossing the 30, and it's taken down right around the 26-yard line. Just a simple fake handoff to the right, and the quarterback Hagenow takes it around the left side of center. They're pretty good at following their blockers and getting some good chunks of yards on Waupun so far.
Yeah, I can tell you, 3 of the offensive linemen for the Chargers, 290, 260, 287.
Yeah.
That's college size, people. And then some.
Right guard and tackle and the left tackle. Big men out there. So 1st and 10, converting that 4th down and 7. You're going to pitch it out last second over the right side over to Elke. Cuts it back over the 15-yard line, still on his feet, goes down right around the 5, breaking tackles toward the end of that play. And that had Waupun all confused on that one. They thought they were going to hand it up the middle. Then it looked like the quarterback was going to take it, and then last second flicks it out to Elke. Gets himself down to the 4-yard line, 1st and goal at the 4 of Waupun.
Hagenow, the quarterback, senior, experienced. Prototypical kind of running quarterback at 6'1", 175 pounds, shifty.
Yeah, so far in the season, he's had about 31 yards average a game in rushing, so he's still a threat out there. And they're going to hand it off on the left side and just short of the goal line on that handoff over to Adam Zilka. So he's got himself about 2 feet out of the end zone, 2nd down and goal, ball just inside the 1.
Touchdown saving tackle by Reeder. Yeah, I would be, if I'm KML, I'm running behind the big boys, just keeping it on the interior.
Okay, second down and goal inside the 1 for KML. Again, now back in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off and easily into the end zone around the right side is Adam Zilke for a 1-yard touchdown with 5:48 left here in the first quarter. And that drive included a 4th down conversion from 4th and 7, and they easily got that. Well, they run the option, and they obviously, from what we've seen, run it well. Really mix it up pretty good out there. So touchdown for KML, leading 6-0, and in to kick the extra point is Landon Hagen, now the quarterback. Here's the snap. It's down. Kick is up, and plenty of room. Almost right into the men's or women's bathroom over there in the concession stand, but Waupun now trailing 7-0 with 5:48 left. Back with more of the first quarter in just a minute here on RP Sports.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, impressive drive there by Kettle Moraine Lutheran. Got stalled just a little bit. They had a 4th down and 7 to go just inside the 50-yard line, but they converted. And after that, pretty easily proceeded to get down the field and score and get the extra point. 7-0 in favor of the Chargers. We'll see how Waupun can do here again with their second series of plays coming up, but their defense looked just as good as their offense from the first series on both sides of the ball. A low line driver, and that goes to the fingers of Tucker Ramirez, and goes back and grabs it and gets it about where he first touched it over there, about the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Waupun.
Ramirez is down. Patting the ground in pain a little bit there, not sure.
So again, Ramirez on the ground. Let's take a injury timeout back after this on RP Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920.
Okay, we are back, and good to see Tucker Ramirez getting up. His own power kind of ran off the field afterwards, so looks like he's going to be fine. And hand off to Reeder trying to take it up the middle, and he gets taken back. Waupun going the wrong way so far on offense in the ball game. 2-yard loss on the play back to the 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 12 to go for the Warriors.
The Warriors have ran 3 running plays, all to Hayden Reeder, and all of them have resulted in losses.
Yeah, they hit that line hard when they come in, and they're coming in and penetrating, getting the guys in the backfield. It's pretty impressive defensively too.
Yeah, 3-man defensive front here for KML. 3 big men.
Looking to blitz on this one. Reeder trying to get past everybody again, taken down in the offensive backfield. He's going to lose another 4 yards back to about the 23-yard line. So not great stats offensively so far for Waupun. A lot of minuses before everything for everybody because it's a really aggressive defense. And they threw a blitz in. They were bringing some linebackers in on that one and got them in the backfield for a 4-yard loss.
When you have that big of guys up front, they run a 3-man defensive line. When they're that big, they can take up 2 blockers. They're big and they're athletic. They're not just round guys. They're long arms. They take up a couple of blockers, and it really frees up those linebackers to go and get the ball carriers.
Trips to the right now for Waupun. Looking down the field is Beam being chased out of the pocket. Looks up the field, trying to find Koima down, and he hauls it in right near midfield. Good job. Koima coming back inside the defensive back that was covering him. Definitely had some size and height on the defender, and goes up and grabs it, and they're going to put him down at the 50-yard line. Big offensive play there for Waupun. Good job by Beam. Elusive there, getting away from the pressure that he was under. Got out of the pocket, moved up a few steps, and found Koima over right at midfield.
Yeah, 29 yards on that reception, and nice job by Abel going and getting the ball too. It was kind of up there for, hand fighting, and able to go up and grab it.
Yeah, just used his height, his strength. A little reverse. We're going around the left side with it right now. Some blocking out there, some room out there, on his feet yet with it. He is Braden Torres. Torres with a carry. Nice, well-designed play there. They're kind of over-aggressively chasing Waupun's backs and getting him in the backfield. Perfect play to call and throw him off a little bit, and a nice pickup on that first down play. Another first down for Waupun, further into KML territory.
A little excitement from the crowd there, trying to cheer on their team. Yeah. See something positive.
Yeah, pickup of 12 on the play by Torres. First and 10 for Waupun at the 38-yard line of KML. Two receivers split out to the right. Give it to Reeder, and then, all over him right away. First contact by Gavin Heatree. And he got him right away, and then about three of the other Chargers are right there too, but Heatree with the initial hit on that one. And that's about a 40-yard loss back to the 42-yard line. It'll be second down and 14.
Who was that on the carry? I kind of missed it there. I'm trying to keep some stats.
That was Reeder.
Reeder on it.
Again, huh? Boy, poor Hayden having a rough go of things.
Yeah. They're just running a straight-up run to a hole somewhere around the side. KML's all over it. The only time we got some yards is a little deception on the reverse.
Yeah, they're blitzing linebackers like crazy right now.
Looking up the field, and that one is caught by Sanders. Good job. Gets up to the 35-yard line. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. Nice little fake handoff up the middle. Then finding Sanders had to go up and get that one. Hauls it in, and a nice pickup there for Waupun. It'll be a third down and about 7 yards to go. Down to 2:25 and counting down here in the first quarter. Waupun trailing KML by a score of 7-0. Yeah, I like that, mixing it up like that. If it's that run thing, the run might open up a little bit. You can open up other things out there, and that might open up the run later on. We'll see. Two receivers out right, one out left. Fake handoff, look up the field. Oh! And that one maybe rushed just a little bit. They're going to find Koima over there, and he would have had to get some yards up the field to get a first down, but good design play, but just a little too hot, a little too high on that one. Wasn't quite set.
There was some room there for Koima to turn that up. He would have probably picked up a few more yards, made it close.
So Waupun with a chance with a 4th down and 7. See if they can do what KML did on their last drive that ended up in a touchdown eventually.
It's a punt formation right here.
No, they're going to punt it away. Okay.
Nobody back deep for KML.
Okay.
Good
See if
angle.
that one will check up somewhere, and nope, it's going to head right into the end zone. That's too bad. So, again, thought maybe they'd go for it, got it over midfield, but kicking to the end zone, that shortens that punt up quite a bit. So KML will get it back with 1:57 left in the first quarter, leading this game 7-0 over Waupun. Waupun will be back in action coming up next Friday night at Kewaskum. Never been a very friendly place to Waupun football, even during some of the glory years that they had. It's always been kind of a house of pain over there at Kewaskum.
It's a football town, a football community.
Struggling a little bit, though, recently. They currently are 0-2. They lost to Campbellsport last week.
Always look up and see, where's that voice coming from? Yeah, that's right, they did in their ball game. So, oh, there we go. There's the big lineman up front taking care of business.
Potrats along with Fred Benz again, yeah. Frederick Benz.
What if he wants to be all Frederick, Fred, or Freddie? Or, I don't know. Whatever he's that big, you can call him whatever he wants you to call him. They do pick up about 3 yards on the play, get the ball up to about just past the 23-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 for KML.
It's not Benz as in Benz Automotive. It's B-E-N-Z,
Yeah.
Benz.
2 receivers out to the right. A little handoff up the middle, and again,
There we
Waupun's
go.
defense up to the task again. That was a
Potrats again.
Potrats wrapping him up, and some help from his teammate. And
Owen
nice job.
Koima as well. Reader coming in, filling. Landon Potrats, he's played well up front. He's a pretty athletic guy for his size, 235 pounds, but he moves well.
You've seen him on the baseball diamond, doing some games with him playing out there too. And
he pitches a little bit, mostly first baseman.
3rd and 6 now for KML. Hagenau gets the snap, fake handoff, now rolling over to his right. And Waupun has an opportunity. No, and getting away from the defenders out there. Colin Drager gets it, maybe about a yard or two short of the first down, but some nice little footwork over there and gets himself the first down. They're moving the sticks, the ball up to the 33-yard line.
Waupun doing a nice job holding, but just not able to get the 3 and out.
Again, 1 receiver out left, 1 out right. 2 running backs right behind the quarterback, Hagenau. And going to give him an extra 5 yards on jumps off sides.
Koima. Defense is fired up. They want to rip off that ball. Owen just got a little too anxious right there. Hard count.
Yeah, good quarterback will get him when they're kind of jumping the count a little bit and getting in there in a hurry. They're going to back him off a little bit into a little hard count and get him to jump offside. So good job there by Hagenau, veteran move. And that is it for the first quarter. Waupun trailing 7-0. Chargers on the move right now with the 1st and 5 when we come back for the second quarter of action from Veterans Memorial Field. Back in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Shaping up to be a pretty good weather week here, Andy. Maybe a little hot this weekend, but what's shaking here at the other bar?
Enjoy it now, Nick. It's going to be warm this weekend, but there's a lot less ahead than behind. So we've got a lot going on. This Sunday, of course, we welcome Royal South. They're going to be playing here from 5 to 9. It's a Hunt for Heroes for Veterans event that they're going to do a poker run and ride, and they're going to end the ride here, and we got Royal South here.
Let's kick off the weekend coming up on Saturday with the Badgers. They play at home.
Lord football is back. Badgers kick it off at 2:30, I believe, on Saturday afternoon. We'll have the game on, of course. There's all kinds of different tap beer. I got 16 lines going. We're starting to switch over to some fall stuff. We got Oktoberfest on. We've got IPAs on. We've got Ambers on. You'll have to check out and see what we got going on.
And check out the menu board, which changes by the day.
You have to roll in and see what Tierney's doing. She rolls something different out just about every day. She rolls something out of the kitchen for a special, but we can always count on hot beef, pork, and turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-3...
We're back. Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field, quarter number 2. Waupun trailing 7-0. And they're going to go around the left side. Hagenau is going to keep it this time. Gets himself a first down and pitches it out because falling right behind him. And this is going to be a touchdown from about 62 yards out. What a slick play. They got the quarterback, Landon Hagenau, gets up the field way past the line of scrimmage at the first down, but he had his running back, Sam Elke, kind of trailing him over on just to the left of him, and he just flicks it just when he's going to get hit. And taking it the rest of the way was Sam Elke. A pretty nice-looking little play there from the Chargers.
Yeah, running option to perfection.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be done behind the line of scrimmage. Nope. It can be done down the field, too. So that was a really nice, well-designed and well-run play by the Chargers. They lead now 13-0, and Hagenau back in to kick the extra point now for the Chargers.
Elke showing some speed there when he received the pitch as well.
Low line driver, but through the uprights is now 14-0 in favor of the Chargers. We'll be back in just 1 minute with more of our second quarter of action from Veterans Memorial Field on RP Sports.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
The lights are coming on.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field. A 62-yard touchdown play for the Chargers, and they lead now 14-0, just 5 seconds into the second quarter. A nice kick that'll be taken by a Reeder right inside the 10-yard line. Heads up the field, cuts to his left a little bit, and taken down just past the 25-yard line, down at about the 26.
That's a pretty good kick by a high school player right there.
Yeah, that one just had a lot of steam on it. It was not the highest kick, but it just had a lot of steam when they had to kind of back up a little bit, and it was coming.
Good athlete. Running this team, quarterback, kicker. You just can kind of tell he's a bit of a leader out there. Kids look to him for instruction.
So here we go. Waupun with the ball on their own 26-yard line, a 1st and 10, trailing 14-0. The early going, just the first 13 seconds of the second quarter of play, and try a little play up the middle and maybe getting back to the line of scrimmage on that play. And that was Reeder again. Give me a yard on it. It gets up to 27. They have it set up at that, so it's a second down and 9 yards to go.
We're going to definitely give Hayden a yard on that because all of his other carries have been for negative.
We're getting the positives again.
4. He had 5 carries, and they were all for losses. Not his fault. I mean, just too good up front.
So a second down and 9 with Waupun with the ball at the 27-yard line, their side of the field. 2 receivers split out right, nobody on the left side. And a fake handoff. We're going to get it over on the right side and pick up of about 7 yards or so on the play in the hands of Isaiah Thurk. Little fake handoff, and Thurk in motion over on that side and grabs it and gets himself up to the 33-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down and 3 yards to go now for the Warriors. Yeah, for now, that might be Waupun's best options. You got to run a little things to throw you off a little bit and some deception. Back to pass now is Beam, throws it too low. Right down at the shoelaces of Abel Koima. Put that up there. He was open. That was there, but just a little too low.
Would have been enough for the first down.
Makes it a 4th down and 3 with Waupun with the football sitting at their own 33-yard line, and Beam now back to punt for Waupun. Which has been a little bit of a bugaboo. That's one of the things they needed to work on. And again, maybe a partial block punt. That one's low, and Beam will. I don't know what happened. They kicked in the back of Sanders.
They did.
Kicked right in the back of the back that was there trying to block for him, right in the back of Sanders, and shot back. And an odd play. I thought they had plenty of time to get that one off. But all of a sudden, things kind of closed up, and then he kicked in the back of his own teammate, and the ball back at about the 18-yard line.
Good block by Sanders. Wrong tee.
Yeah.
He kind of just backpedaled, too. I don't know what happened there. And Beam stepping forward, Sanders backing up. Didn't go well.
Okay. So great field position now for KML. I'd really like to open this game up even more. Ball sitting at the Waupun 17-yard line. Hagenau gets it. He'll hand the ball off, and a hole. This opens up right in the middle. Everybody chasing the quarterback, Hagenau. Now they get it over to number 30, Samuel Elke, and he just has nobody touch him all the way up the field. He's in from 17 yards out. Again, another quick strike one-play drive, and Waupun's trailing now 20-0.
Yeah, that's what teams like to do, kind of get those big plays right after a turnover. Really demoralizes your opponent when that happens.
That one gets blocked for Waupun. There's a positive, and that was blocked by Owen Koima by the reaction of the guys out there. So Waupun trailing now 20-0 with 10:06 left here in the first half of play, and we'll be back with more of the second quarter in 1 minute on RP Sports.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as use.
Those things are crisp. It's just crisp, clear. It's not overwhelming. You don't even really have the glare of the lights in your eyes even. It's like on the field. Okay, we are back, and Bestman gets the kick after the touchdown by KML, and then he's going to work his way up to the 35-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Waupun Warriors. And Nate, you can turn off that volume of the commercials. You can turn that off.
Again, nice return by Bestman. See if Waupun can have a little better results here on this offensive set.
A few flashbacks here, but a pretty nice KML team here. These guys are no slouch. I don't know how they got blanked in their first game by WLA. WLA must have a pretty good team going on over there in Fond du Lac. Sanders gets the handoff going around the left side, cuts it back up, and he's got himself, looks like a first down right up to the 45-yard line. A 10-yard carry there by Kyler Sanders. And they are moving the sticks, so exactly 10 yards on that. Oh, yeah, that's the lights dancing that they can do that, and they pop right back on. Yeah. Remember, they used to turn lights off at games. It would take like 10 minutes for them to get back up to full power.
Absolutely.
These pop right back on. They're ready to go. I heard they could do that because they kind of dance the lights just a little bit. So Waupun at the 45-yard line, Reeder's going to take, and he's going to get a big old hug right about 1 yard behind the line by big number 56, Simeon Zarling, all 290 pounds, greeting him for about a 1 yard loss. On now with it at the 44-yard line on their side of the field.
To go back to that previous play, Clayton Taylor, just a nice job blocking out front. Sometimes the big guys don't get enough credit. He really was able to seal that edge and just kept driving downfield, and that's what allowed Sanders to get that 10-yard carry.
Beam going back to pass, looks up the field, and he does get to Koima. Great hands as he had, I think, Elke right on him. Elke was right on him, but he just goes up with his big paws and with Elke's hands right there and just rips it right in and gets himself up into KML territory at the 48-yard line of KML. It'll be 3rd down and 3 yards to go for the Warriors.
See if Waupun can keep this drive going, keep the ball moving. Run some clock on offense themselves, keep the ball away from KML.
You got to take something positive into the locker room here, and this is an opportunity right now. The 3 receivers split out to the right and 2 out to the left for Waupun. Reeder in motion, and hand off. He's going to cut up and.
Nice job running. Boy, nothing
there at all. He's going to lose maybe a yard in the play. Depends on where they set it. Might be back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, got him right back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down and about 3 to go now for Waupun. Yeah, those simple little handoffs have not been working. It's the little misdirection stuff, fake handoff and throwing it up the field or The reverse worked for them, but KML all over the straight-up plays.
Uh-oh.
Got the punted from a little further away, and punting's been an issue for Waupun.
Everybody moved except the Poach Rats didn't snap it there.
Waupun let the punt it back in their side of the field at their own 47-yard line.
Guess it doesn't matter a whole lot right there, but
yeah.
See if Beam can get into one.
Yeah, I saw some just unbelievable long, high punts.
Here comes the block attempt. Yep.
Yeah, and they did it again. And that was Heatrey, and it's picked up by number 24, Joshua Duba after that, and runs it in about the last 20, 25 yards for a touchdown. And punting is definitely a point of emphasis that Waupun has to work on before they go on further in the season, because they were easily, there was numerous guys in there, then it was finally blocked by Gavin Heatrey. Then picking it up and scoring after that was Joshua Duba.
You could almost see that coming. They sent one man deep, put 10 guys at the line of scrimmage, and you could just tell they weren't looking at a punt return. They were all coming. They all had their spikes dug in, and they were ready to go for the block.
And going for a 2-point conversion. They want to get back on that point total, and they missed that extra point before, so it's going to go for 2 points. And good job with a tackle on that one by Waupun's Landon DeGroff. Wraps up the running back that was going to try to take it in for the 2-point conversion. Good job by DeGroff, but Waupun in big trouble now. Down 26-0 with 7:02 left here in the second quarter. Back in just a few minutes, or 1 minute, with more of our second quarter of action from Waupun on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Wisconsin, known for dairy in this great state. Saputo, known for excellence. You have a rare opportunity to join the Saputo USA award-winning team. Why Saputo? Starting wages at over $22 per hour, 8 and 12-hour shifts. Premiums for certain shifts, too. Saputo also offers great vacation and retirement opportunities for full-time hires.
Okay, we're back in Waupun. Ball taken at by Reeder at the 15-yard line. Just head straight up the field, and it's about the place where they normally get it up to, about the 35-yard line. That's where he got to. Waupun will take over at their own 35, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. But I tell you, KML, nice team, and they know some of the weaknesses in punting, and then they came in, brought the house in there, and they got the block. They got the touchdown from that block and lead 26-0.
Yeah, punting has been a disaster so far for Waupun in this game, and it's led to a number of scores, quick scores.
Okay, here we go. Waupun with a receiver split out left, one out right. And Waupun with a first down at their own 35-yard line, just past the 35. Reeder's going to get it around the right side, cuts it back up. He's got himself some positive yards. He's going to pick up maybe 6 yards on the play up to the 41-yard line. Second down and almost 5 to go for Waupun.
Reeder's been a workhorse in this game. 9 carries in the first half alone.
Is he back in positive?
No.
Not yet. He's working there.
Yeah, he's had that's his longest run of the evening right there at 6 yards.
Okay, 6:15 and counting down in the first half. Waupun trailing 26-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Reeder again is going to get the ball, and I don't know about that play call, but it's going to get taken down for about a 4-yard loss. Now back to the 37-yard line. So Waupun's now sitting at a 3rd down and 8. And they've been doing pretty good at kind of staying away from had success with one play. You don't run it again, and that time they did, and that did not work out for them.
Yeah, maybe trying to throw the ball early, 1st down, 2nd down might open up this defense a little bit.
And we've got a timeout to be taken by the Warriors with 5:26 left. Back in 1 minute with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, with most installed by next week and completed in just 1 day. And because we fabricate our countertops in-house, you can buy direct and save money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Okay, Waupun takes a timeout. Let's see if they can get some drive going here, get something positive to take into that locker room. 5:26 left. A lot of the first half left yet. But they've got a third down and about 8 yards to go. Let's see if they can come up with a couple plays here to get themselves a first down.
Yeah, the way the punting has been going, they don't want to have to punt. Might lead to a direct touchdown for the Chargers.
Could they try that punt they had last week, where you just throw it down the field 40 yards and have them catch it and then get them?
Comes a blitz again.
Yeah, well, they're bringing the house again, and Beam's going to go down. He does. And he's got a wide receiver open at the 32-yard line. There goes Koima. He's going to make it all. We got a flag thrown towards the end of that.
Not sure where that.
The side judge threw a flag, and Koima. Wow.
I don't know where, there was nobody in the area of that flag. I'm totally confused.
I'm not sure what he saw out there. Hopefully he's not going to call some illegal block. I know one of our guys got in the way of one of the one of the would-be tacklers.
Oh, sideline. Oh, touchdown's going to count. Okay, that's going to come later.
Wow.
Guy's getting on the field. That's what it was.
Okay. How many yards was that? I didn't see where
I
need to see. They started at 35. Was at the 37. So it was about 63 yards.
63. I'll go with that.
Yep.
Abel Koima, 63 and a TD.
That was nice. Koima got way past the defense. Nice job by Chase Beam, though. He was going to dead in the water on the blitz. And a big, strong guy. He stays up and gets himself set and throws it down the field right to about the 20-yard line or so. And Koima hauls it in and runs in. Trying to go for the two-point conversion, and that is incomplete. They're trying to find Maxwell Whitliff, underthrown just a little bit, and a good job by the defender to rake that ball out of there as he went back, and it was a nice design play. But Waupun on the board now, trailing 26-6 with 5:15 left here in the first half of action in Waupun. Back after this on RP Sports.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
We are back at everybody kind of buzzing over in the Waupun crowd right now in the bleachers after that 63-yard touchdown connection from Beam in the hands of Abel Koima. Yeah, don't overlook the what Chase Beam did in that one, because he had 2 guys, 3 guys right on him on a full-out blitz. He was going to go in some trouble, and he just stepped up. Big, strong guy stays on his feet and set himself and got it down to Koima, down about the 20. And he ran it in the rest of the way, and good job with his fellow offensive receivers down there, too, that kind of helped nobody catch up behind him and tackle him.
Yeah, Torres, I believe.
Oh, a nice run back by Adam Zilka. Just follows his blockers and gets the ball up to right around the 42-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 now for the Chargers with 5:07 left here in the first half.
So it appears to me there was no march off on that kick. So it may have just been the penalty flag came out. It might have just been a sideline warning for players kind of getting on the field as that long play by Koima for the touchdown.
1st and 10 for the Chargers, and with the ball yet is Hagenow. Waupun's always got to make sure they keep an eye on that running back that kind of trails them up there, because he also had Samuel Lucky kind of waiting for that pitch out there, but Hagenow keeps it, but he gets himself a nice pickup of about 7 yards up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was a nice fake to Zilka. A couple of the Waupun players tackling him, and he did not have the ball.
You get a savvy quarterback like Hagen out there, he can really exploit that.
That's
you want
right.
He's the right guy in that position, making the right decisions here tonight. And they're going to hand the ball off over to Adam Zilka, and he's going to pick himself up a 1st down and gets it up to the 47-yard line of Waupun.
Plenty of time here for the Chargers to try and get another score up.
Yeah, they're pretty quick, even though they're not a team that throws the ball a whole lot. They're pretty fast strike offense, the way they run their plays. I'm very impressed from what I've seen from them so far. Just 2 receivers split out to the right for the Chargers. Hagen now will hand it off this time, but part of the bad part about for a quarterback doing that last second stuff is you're going to get hit once in a while even without the football in your hand, and he got put down to the ground at the end of that one, but a pickup of about 1.5 yards on that play for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's part of football right there. If you're an option quarterback and you pitch it out, defensive teams are told to blow up that quarterback, give him some abuse.
Yeah, make him think about getting rid of it a little bit earlier next time. Never thought of that, but yeah, he got hit pretty good on that one. Hagen now takes it on. He's wrapped up and no chance to put that over to anybody. Yeah, it was a nice play there. It looks like Landon DeGroff got him up high, twisted him to the ground. He's going to lose a couple of yards on the play, about 1 yard on the play. Makes it a 3rd down and 10 with the ball sitting at Waupun's 47.
Taylor a junior, Potrat's a junior, DeGroff a junior. Some guys that are going to be back here defensively. The Koima's seniors that are more frontline players here defensively.
3rd down and 10. 2 receivers out left, 2 out right now for the Chargers. Just 1 running back in the backfield. Taking a fake pitch and looks down the field. And you got Bessman going up, and a good job by Kanye Bessman. Goes up, hauls it in, and he was playing it perfectly. He had his eye on it. He was backpedaling, went up at the perfect time, and grabbed an interception for Waupun with 2:30 left in the first half.
Nice job there playing center field, as you said. Never took his eye off the ball. 2:30 left here. See if Waupun's got more lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, we'll see. It looked like the Chargers definitely trying to get another score before halftime. Waupun gets the interception. They are set up now at their own 11-yard line, so they're going to have to go almost the full distance of the field to make something happen. But a good job by Bessman. Big play there for Waupun. Maybe they can build off it. 26-6 in favor of KML. 2:30 left in the first half. I'm going to hand it up to Sanders following some blocker. No, they're going to hand it up the middle. I faked me out on that one. Good job there, handing it off and getting it to Koima. They were chasing and had blockers in front of Sanders and everything, but they gave it to Abel Koima. He's got himself a pickup of about 9 yards almost, right up to the 20-yard line. 2nd and 1 for Waupun. A little trickery for Waupun.
Yeah, nice job carrying out those fakes.
Something to Reader just has to cut it back, but he's got himself right around the 22, 23-yard line. That'll be a first down for Waupun.
Stops the clock just for a second.
I'm not sure about those lights doing it every time. With that.
Every first down or something, yeah. I said maybe it's kind of like a new toy. You gotta try it out and use it. But yeah, sure. I agree with you.
Hey, these lights aren't worth
I don't know who has a finger on the switch. Is what
I don't know. And now Waupun's going to lose about a yard on the play. Give the ball to Reader. 1:20 and the clock counting down here. Waupun with just 2 timeouts left yet in the first half. It was a bit of an issue last week with not keeping the pace going and kind of losing a lot of the clock by not showing some urgency.
I thought maybe the Chargers would consider calling a timeout or two here, force Waupun to punt.
Ooh, yeah, that got past Goima and went past a few of the Chargers after that pass. Dangerous one up the middle, incomplete. That does stop the clock at 54 seconds. They get a 3rd down and a little bit more than 10 yards to go for a first down.
Ball may have been tipped around or near the line of scrimmage. Kind of changed its spiral rotation. Yeah, nice crowd tonight.
Yeah,
for early.
Yep, that's what I thought too. I don't know how many people came from KML. See a few of them here too, but it's good to see the bleachers filling up just a little bit more. Beam rolls off to his left. He's going to have to tuck it in now, and he's going to get tripped up. Takes his legs right out from underneath him. Good tackle there by Colin Drager, 6-foot junior for KML. 37 seconds left, and now KML is going to take a timeout with 35 seconds left. They could have got themselves a bunch of extra seconds on the clock doing it last time, but that was an incomplete pass. So 4th down, and Waupun's going to have to give it up, and the adventure of punting is coming up.
Yeah. You think that the Chargers might sell out here and send 10 or 11 guys after this? I would. See if they can get a possible block again. That would give them an opportunity to score here before halftime.
It's not me doing the woos. There's the PA now, so I got some dirty looks back here at us, and it's not us doing it. So we're the radio and video stream guys.
Okay, as you said, 4th down. Waupun's going to need to punt, and it has been an adventure.
Yeah, we've had trouble every time we've seen last week and this week. And KML senses that the great offense that they have a chance, even though they're not really a throwing team, to still maybe score here before halftime. Only 35 seconds left.
Only one man deep. Nobody deep as he's coming up to the line. Waupun's going to go for it.
Boy, they're going to throw it upfield and Goima complete it, and they did complete it, but he's still going to be short. Kind of gave a little shove to the defender.
Well, it shows you what the confidence Waupun has in their punt team.
Yeah, when you're doing from that position of the field, and now you gave the Chargers even maybe better field than they could have hoped for, up the 28-yard line of Waupun.
I get a feeling the Chargers they're not gonna just kneel down here. They're gonna try and score.
Oh, they definitely called that timeout. They had another opportunity. Let's see what trickery they're going to use. They got 2 receivers split out to the left. They got Bessman patrolling the field. He's going to try to take it up the middle, and they're going to get about 3 yards on the play up to the 25-yard line with 20 seconds left.
Credit Koyman with the tackle. Owen.
You got the timeout on the field. We'll do the same. Back in 30 seconds with more Warrior football on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar Main Street in Waupun. Shaping up to be a pretty good weather week here, Andy. Maybe a little hot this weekend, but what's shaking here at the Other Bar?
Enjoy it now, Nick. It's going to be warm this weekend, but there's a lot less ahead than behind. So we've got a lot going on. This Sunday, of course, we welcome Royal South. They're going to be playing here from 5 to 9. It's a Hunt for Heroes for Veterans event that they're going to do a poker run and ride, and they're going to end the ride here, and we got Royal South here.
Let's kick off the weekend coming up on Saturday with the Badgers. They play at home.
Lord football is back. Badgers kick it off at 2:30, I believe, on Saturday afternoon. We'll have the game on, of course. There's all kinds of different tap beer. I got 16 lines going. We're starting to switch over to some fall stuff. We got Oktoberfest on. We've got IPAs on. We've got Ambers on. You'll have to check out and see what we got going on.
And check out the menu board, which changes by the day.
You have to roll in and see what Tierney's doing. She rolls something different out just about every day. She rolls something out of the kitchen for a special, but we can always count on hot beef, pork, and turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Andy with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Are you or a loved one living with
A timeout with 20 seconds left with a 26-6 lead over Waupun. Ball sitting now at the 25-yard line of Waupun, a second down and 7 yards to go. Two receivers out left, two out right.
Only one in the backfield. Look for the pass here.
Ooh, that one's snapped and right at the feet of Hagen. Was not ready for that snap, and the center puts it right about at his ankles and gets about 2 yards on the play up to the 23-yard line. Picked it up, and KML's lucky not to lose the ball on that one.
Looks like they're maybe, did they call a timeout? Yeah, they did.
So another.
Thought maybe they were just going to take it into halftime after that disastrous play. Yeah, the quarterback was not ready for that whatsoever. No. Hagenow not even looking at the ball, just being snapped.
So timeout on the field again. Rough first half for Waupun. Some quick touchdowns that they've got, and like one-play drives. A couple of their touchdowns for KML, and pretty impressive. That was a couple chinks in their armor. Was the interception, and now that snap into the ankles of the quarterback when he wasn't ready for it.
You need to make one more play here before halftime if you're the Warrior defense.
Third down and 6 to go with the ball at the 23-yard line of Waupun. Again, the two receivers split out to the right. The running back still in the backfield for KML. And, good job, Waupun getting that one. They handed it off right away that time over to Sam Elke. And he's got it to the 21-yard line, and they're going to run out the rest of the clock here in the first half, and that's how it's going to end. Waupun trailing KML 26-6, and we'll be back in 4 minutes with our halftime show and a look back in the first half of play here at Veterans Memorial Field.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling.
36, 44.
Wow, impressive. And Waupun's dance team. And they've been doing some big stuff, state championships, just a great program that they've got going right now with that. And I'm glad we got to show that. I think we're going to make that the habit of showing them at halftime of the basketball games and the football games, but much deserved because they work hard to be as good as they are.
Yeah, athletes out there.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Yeah, we talked with Missy before, the one who runs the program, and she just said, yeah, we consider them athletes, and so she does too, and we take it serious when we see them out there. They are good. We know just by what they do, and they're just right on, and they put a lot of work into that to be that perfect out there. So thanks to Missy and the great program she has with the dance team out there for Waupun.
Just like a lot of other athletics, they start them young.
Yeah.
I saw your granddaughter, Ray. Was she 2, 3?
Yeah, Ray is not quite 3 yet. She got your birthday. She'll be 3 on your birthday, and so a little over a month from now. But she, I saw her in a little tutu out there, and I tell you, that is a big program. I mean, they've got hundreds of girls, and if they have a dance recital, I mean, you can't park within 3 or 4 blocks of the Union over there. It's just amazing. That's where they do all their practicing, and then they just fill that place up many times over for their dance, all the dancers that are involved in that. So congratulations to them. But back to the football game again here at Waupun. That was KML scoring once they got that first touchdown with 5:46 left. A 1-yard touchdown run from Adam Zilka, and they kept that drive going on a 4th and 7 play when they were right around the 40-yard line or so over on the Waupun side of the field. But they went for it, easily got the first down, and eventually ended up with a 1-yard touchdown run from Adam Zilka, the extra point good, with 5:46 left in the first quarter of play. 7-0 that was the score at that time. And then some scores 3 times for KML in that second quarter of action with 11:55 left. It was KML scoring on a 62-yard touchdown run from over to Elke. Nice little pitch. He was about, 10 yards, 15 yards on the field. The quarterback was Hagenow, and then he pitched it to Elke, who was kind of trailing him over along the left side, and he just took off like a bullet, and he ran it the rest of the way. Impressive play, and that was just 5 seconds into the second quarter. And not 2 minutes later, at 10:06 left, a 17-yard touchdown TD. Sam Elke just blasted through extra point. No good. That was blocked by Koima, and made it 20-0 at that time. Some strange things happened to Waupun with that punt in the backside of Sanders, and a great field position for the KML Chargers. But Duba again runs it in. How did that one happen? Again, remember it was the block punt.
The block punt, picked up and ran in.
Heatree blocked it. Duba picks it up and runs it in. And the 2-point conversion no good at that time. And then Waupun finally scores a nice play, 63-yard touchdown pass from Chase Beam, who was in some trouble, stepped out of trouble, guys at his legs, and tossed it down to the field onto about the 20-yard line to Abel Koima. Koima hauls it in and runs the rest of the way, and Waupun gets their first score, 26-6, as they did not get their two-point conversion. And a halftime score, 26-6 in favor of KML.
Yeah, now Waupun's touchdown. You got to give a little credit to Braden Torres as well. Threw a nice block downfield just to make sure he was able to get to the end zone, Koima. And as you said, Chase Beam really extending that play with his body and his strength. And we saw the blitz coming early. You and I said, oh boy, here they come. And they were in there, but he was able to pull away and extend the play, and he made a nice throw. And good job downfield by Koima and Torres to get that thing in the end zone.
So what do you think about that offense for KML with the option and Hagenau as their quarterback there? And it's a pretty good guy to have in that position as a quarterback, making those split-second decisions.
Yeah, I think any offense can be a good offense. I don't know if you're running wing T, you're running spread stuff, or you're running option football. If you have personnel that can get the job done, it's going to be effective, and they certainly do. They've got some massive linemen out there that seem pretty agile, getting the job done, and then some really good running backs and an exceptional decision maker in their quarterback. So they have all the tools.
Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll come back, and Randy will give you the numbers from the first half in just a few minutes. Waupun trails 26-6 here at halftime at Veterans Memorial Field. And we'll be back with more of the halftime show coming your way in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, with most installed by next week and completed in just one day. And because we fabricate our countertops in-house, you can buy direct and save money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Wisconsin, known for dairy in this great state. Saputo, known for excellence. You have a rare opportunity to join the Saputo USA award-winning team. Why Saputo? Starting wages at over $22 per hour, 8 and 12-hour shifts. Premiums for certain shifts, too. Saputo also offers great vacation and retirement opportunities for full-time hires, plus a $1,500 sign-on bonus. Log on to Saputo.com and click on Careers. The Waupun Saputo is located just outside of Waupun in Alto.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar Main Street in Waupun, shaping up to be a pretty good weather week here, Andy. Maybe a little hot this weekend, but what's shaking here at the Other Bar?
Enjoy it now, Nick. It's going to be warm this weekend, but there's a lot less ahead than behind. So we've got a lot going on. This Sunday, of course, we welcome Royal South. They're going to be playing here from 5 to 9. It's a Hunt for Heroes for Veterans event that they're going to do a poker run and ride, and they're going to end the ride here, and we got Royal South here.
Let's kick off the weekend coming up on Saturday with the Badgers. They play at home.
Lord football is back. Badgers kick it off at 2:30, I believe, on Saturday afternoon. We'll have the game on, of course. There's all kinds of different tap beer. I got 16 lines going. We're starting to switch over to some fall stuff. We got Oktoberfest on. We've got IPAs on. We've got Ambers on. You'll have to check out and see what we got going on.
And check out the menu board, which changes by the day.
You have to roll in and see what Tierney's doing. She rolls something different out just about every day. She rolls something out of the kitchen for a special, but we can always count on hot beef, pork, and turkey with mashed potatoes and gravy. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Andy with us here, the Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
And we are back at Veterans Memorial Field. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgate, your halftime score. KML leading Waupun on their own home field by a score of 26-6. And Randy's got some numbers from the first half.
Yeah, first off for Waupun, the running game's been a bit anemic here. And Chase Beam, he only has one carry, and that was a scramble for 1 yard loss. Hayden Reeder's been the workhorse here. He has 12 carries. He ended up with negative 11 yards in those 12 carries. He had a couple of good runs, but just most of the time nowhere to go. Kyler Sanders with 10 yards on one carry. Braden Torres has 12 yards on one carry, one of those trickery plays. And Abel Koima, again, a little bit of misdirection, and he has 2 carries for 14 yards. In the passing game, Chase Beam, I have him for 7 of 11, 143 yards and a touchdown, the big play being that 63-yard touchdown. And the individuals receiving, Abel Koima leads the Warriors. He has 4 catches for 107 yards and the touchdown, that 63-yarder. Kyler Sanders has 1 catch for 7 yards, and Isaiah Thurk 1 catch for 7 yards.
Okay, and those are the numbers from the first half. See if Waupun can get something going. It's a very good team, a very well-coached team from KML. I've been really impressed by the aggressiveness and their execution and the size of the KML guys defensively and what they do offensively with a great quarterback that they have out there, Landon Hagenow. Just makes it pretty hard to really get any points against these guys and also to stop them from scoring. It's a pretty impressive team that I've seen here from KML. Not a lot of numbers. Only got 26 guys suited up, but the guys they got in the field are pretty good.
Yeah, I mentioned, basically they've got a 3-man defensive front, but they rotate different guys in. 5 of those guys, 265, 220, 290, 260, 287. So that's the size they're putting up front. Some of those guys also play in the offensive line.
Yeah, they're big human beings. Let's take a look at some scores around the area. A lot of games, of course, being played on a Friday night. WLA and Mayville. You knew that was going to be a pretty good game.
Yes.
Mayville's been to the championship, state championship, a couple years in a row, but they are trailing right now, 7-0. You've got Port Washington leading Kewaskum 34-3. And I know Jeff mentioned it before, just the signs from the first couple of games of the week that Kewaskum might be down a little bit this year. And it's like Port Washington got themselves a nice team. They're leading 34-3 in the second quarter. Plymouth over Ripon. Ripon's going to have a rough year. It's been rough for them so far. They're down 44-0 at halftime against Plymouth. Lamira is leading Laconia 20-7, and it is St. Mary's Springs ahead of Omro at halftime by a score of 20-6. That is a look at scores throughout our listening area. Again, the halftime score, Waupun trailing 26-6 to the visiting KML Chargers, and we'll have the second half. We'll have that for you coming up in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people, like you and me, taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Okay, we are back at Veterans Memorial Field. Steve and Randy with you. We got Jeff and Big Nate doing the video streaming. And thanks to Big Nate for getting us those halftime scores. He's always the guy, even he'll be sitting home, I'm sure, sometimes. And I asked him about some other games out there, and he looks them up right away on the Twitter world. He's just a young guy. They understand that stuff and gets the scores out to me. So thanks to Big Nate for getting us some of those halftime scores. Waupun will have to kick the ball away to start things out here in the second half.
See if they can make any adjustments at halftime, come out here and have a better second half. It's going to be tough, as you said. Very nice Chargers team here. They've got some excellent skill players. They have a quarterback that really manages the game well, and some really big young men out there in their offense and defensive line that are tough to move.
Well, a couple nice stops. It was nice with the interception from Bestman out there. Does a great job stopping their drive on that certain drive and stopped them from scoring at the end of the first half. Chase Beam in to kick the ball off for the Waupun Warriors. Yeah, we are underway. High kick. It's going to land right around the 10-yard line. Bobbled a little bit in the beginning. Ball just taken up the field by Adam Zilka. He's wrapped up and taken down past the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Chargers on their 32-yard line.
Bestman on the play. We have a special teams specialist. He does it all out there. Covers kicks as well as returning kicks.
Good athletic. Got a good sense out there for... Just like we saw him going back on this, like on a center field or on the baseball field, grabbing that interception. And he's a good nose for getting the ball up the field, too. Taking out, gets the snap, and right away gets the ball up, hands it off right away to his running back. And that was Adam Zilka on the carry. He's going to pick up about 8 yards on the play, ball up to the 40-yard line. 2nd and 2 now for the Chargers.
Sometimes teams, good teams, when they come out of halftime, their coach will just make a point of saying, we're going to play some power football. We're going to run right at somebody, and we're going to dominate, and we're going to make a statement. We'll see if that's what's in their game plan.
Again, they hand it off right away, this time over to Sam Elke, and he's got himself a nice gain into Waupun territory. You can say he went down right around the 46-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chargers now in Waupun territory.
Oh, and Koima coming from behind to make that tackle.
Two receivers split out right now for the Chargers. Zilka and Nelke in the backfield along with quarterback Landon Hagenow. And again, they just hand it off right away, just simple, give it to the first guy. And he gets it up to about the 40-yard line. That was a carry by Sam Elke. Just when you get used to that, then that's when they add a few wrinkles, almost trying to establish something first to set up the other things.
Yeah, those big linemen, they kind of like that too. Just say, hey, we're going to play power football. We're going to run between the tackles, and they can just dig their spikes in and get that straight ahead push.
Lonely job being a receiver for the Chargers. Two split up to the right again. And this is going to be a touchdown. A simple little handoff in the hands of Adam Zilka. And he runs it in from 40 yards out. Nice hole over in that left side of the line, and nobody touches him. About 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, he was already gone.
He did the easy part there. Just all he had to do was add the speed. But boy, the big fellows up front for the Chargers, just opening a massive hole.
Yeah, way too easy on that one. No resistance at all for Waupun.
Those big linemen, those guards and tackles, when they get to be that level, they can block their man. Then they go to the second level and seal off a linebacker, and that's what creates those massive holes. They're taking out two guys.
32-6 and going for a 2-point conversion are the Chargers. Just under 10 to play in the third quarter. And do they get it in? Yeah, they did. Just barely getting it over the end zone. And now it is 34-6 in favor of the Chargers with 9:52 left in the third quarter. Back with more Warrior football after this on RP Sports.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Okay, we are back for more of the third quarter. KML just scores, gets a 2-point conversion, lead 34-10. Bestman's going to take the ball right in front of Reeder. Takes it up to the 30 and maybe up to the 33 or 34. So Kanye Bestman with the return. Yeah, he goes after the ball and kind of right in front of Reeder on that one and takes it up. His legs just churning out there, and he gets it up to about the 33-yard line. Maybe give him the 34.
I don't like that aggressiveness. Sometimes it's hard to find a guy on a team that wants to field punts and kicks. Not for the faint of heart.
Just one receiver out left and one out right. Handoff around the left side, and looks like Sanders. Possibly on the carry. On that one it is. Kyler Sanders after the pile gets off the top of him, and just it's maybe a yard on the play up to the 35-yard line.
It's Kyler, that's only his second carry in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was kind of the main go-to guy in the first half last week before he cramped up.
So 2nd down and 9 for Waupun at their own 35-yard line. In motion, Braden Torres, and a flag before the play, and that's out. And a penalty on Waupun will take it back 5 yards.
I'm not sure who they got on that play. Wasn't any significant movement that I saw.
Torres in motion just across the field, and something on the line maybe. Makes it a 2nd down and 14 with the ball now back at the 30-yard line. That does not want to get in a punting situation. One receiver out left, one out right now for Waupun. 2 in the backfield along with quarterback Chase Beam. Readers gets it around the right side. Not much room over there. Maybe picks himself up, maybe 2 yards possibly. A yard or 2 on the play. 3rd down and about 13 to go.
Upon sticking with that kind of a conservative approach here down big in this game.
You have Spectrum TV.
I do.
Did you get kicked? Did we all get kicked off from ESPN? Did you check that at all today? I could not get it on. And I love watching the U.S. Open, all the major tennis tournaments, and all of a sudden, September 1st, I saw some warnings about it, but it actually happened. I couldn't watch anything on ESPN or ESPN2 today.
Well, I don't know. I did not have the TV on hardly today. It was kind of busy. Look out.
And Beam in trouble. Gets away. He's got the ball up, and then a flag being thrown in the towards the end of that play, looking back towards where the ball was by Beam back there. It's kind of where the flag was tossed toward.
In the area of holding normally.
So an incomplete pass for Waupun. Sitting at a 3rd and 13 before that play.
A lot of discussion by the officials here, lengthy discussion.
Okay, so the lead official for dramatic effect. Waiting.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Face
mask on KML.
I'll give Waupun a 1st down.
Okay.
Well, it was an unusual position for this side judge to make that call, and it might have been on one of the receivers going out right there. He threw the flag so far; it looked like it was in the near the backfield where you'd normally get holding.
Yeah, that's definitely where he threw it, right over towards that area from way up the field a little bit and right along the sideline.
Yeah, he might have saw something as one of the guys released to come out for their route.
Yeah, Beam was in trouble, so Waupun trying to help bail their quarterback out and get open, and maybe somebody got their mask pulled a little
again.
bit.
Here comes the blitz.
And positive yards heading up the field. Skylar Sanders on the carry, and he's going to pick up maybe about 5 yards on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 5 to go. Okay, so Waupun moving the ball right now, and 7:24 and counting down in the 3rd quarter. Just into KML territory. Everybody's sticking around. You have the band playing tonight. You got a decent cheering section for KML and a really nice cheering section for Waupun here tonight. The student section. This is a pass up the field. That is complete into Koima. He's got himself a 1st down and gets knocked out of bounds right around the 42-yard line. Nice fake handoff up the middle, and those are the sure hands of Abel Koima.
Let's give him about 8 yards on that.
Yeah.
Good, nice timing play. Yeah, maybe Waupun should throw the ball early. 1st, 2nd down, see if they can loosen this defense up a little bit. Fairly successful in the 1st half.
Yeah, Koiman's showing he's kind of a pretty good go-to guy. You put it anywhere around him, he's going to haul it in.
Yeah,
big mitts on the ball.
Big, strong man.
And now we got Reeder trying to get around the left side and just couldn't quite get there. Had a couple of blockers over there, just couldn't quite clear up the side for him. The defenders did a good job just holding their spots there and getting Reeder heading around that way, and they get him down at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 12 yards to go for Waupun.
Hayden Reeder, he's not a small man either. He's pretty strong, he's fast, and just really nowhere for him to see daylight today.
Okay, so Waupun goes back a couple yards, makes it a 2nd down and 12. A couple receivers out to the right. Fake handoff, and Beam escapes trouble, but it's out of one sort of trouble and finds some more. He's going to get tossed down for about a yard loss back to the 46-yard line. Waupun going the wrong way right now. We said a 3rd down and 13 to go now for the Warriors. Got some volleyball coming your way next week. Kind of looking forward to Waupun taking on Laconia in girls volleyball. Waupun looked really good in their match against Mayville earlier this week. Beat Mayville in 3 straight sets, and they'll be taking on a very good Laconia team that has aspirations of getting to the state tournament. Those really talented and athletic basketball girls are also very good volleyball girls, too. Beam again has to step up in the pocket, and this one just kind of tossed up for grabs, and kind of a little joust going on out there, and a good job by Waupun's Braden Torres. Goes up and kind of a little, like I said, a little hand jousting with the defender out there, and then flat on his back, lands right in his chest, and a completed pass way down the field, 1st down at the 24-yard line of KML.
I was going to say about 21 yards on that completion.
Yeah.
That's Torres' first catch of the evening.
Yeah, good job battling out there. That can be a physical battle with a good defender out there, and he got the best of it, and flat on his back caught it.
It's the old NFL play, intentionally underthrow it, let your receiver come back. The defense really isn't looking for the ball until the last minute. Let the receiver come back and get it.
His Beam rolling off to his left, and somehow he's still back on his feet. Yeah, that's going to get picked. No, yeah, it is going to get picked off. It's an interception.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, the official coming up, had his hands above his head waving, and good job there by the defender. Looked like there was no way he was going to get to it. Made a good break, and that was one of the running backs that got it. Sam Elke gets it right at the 5-yard line of KML, but I don't think he was going to get to that one.
I thought maybe it hit the ground first, but doing a nice job of getting his arms underneath it was Elke. Timeout, I think. Yeah, KML is going to call a timeout.
We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Warrior football right after this on RP Sports.
Andy with us here.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Okay, we are back. Timeout on the field. 4:38 left in the third quarter. This third quarter seems like it's taking a long time. And Waupun had a drive going, but then a nice interception by Elke, and KML with the football at the 6-yard line, way on their side of the field.
Chase Beam just trying to keep the play alive and make something happen. Probably kind of an ill-advised throw right there. Left it up for grabs, and no one for Waupun in that area.
A little extra on the timeout again, like they did the other night. That's not really like a cramping night like it was last week Friday.
I thought too, a long timeout.
Okay, so about a 2-minute timeout. KML back in the huddle and ready to start their drive at the 6-yard line, their own 6-yard line.
Band is done for the night. Kids are packing up their instruments and kind of starting to head out.
Just another simple handoff, but for a first down right in the hands of one of their great running backs, Elke, and he picks up about 14 yards on the play up to the 20-yard line.
Not a huge guy, 5'11", 155, pretty quick. The two main running backs, 5'9" and 5'11", and both of them around 155, 160 pounds. They look a little bigger than that, actually.
Yeah.
That's what they list them at.
Yeah, they're definitely a great conviction to run. They're just keeping it simple, not doing much of the option stuff, just simple handoffs most of this first half. Yeah, they're going to pick up maybe about 3 or 4 yards on the play.
That'll keep the clock moving and quicken things up a bit. Keep the ball on the ground.
Yeah, maybe KML would like to see that too. Get anybody hurt out there, maybe just run some clock off.
Shorten the game, yes.
Yep, just systematically come up the field. 1 first down at a time. And Hagenau pitches it out over to Elke on the left side. He's got some speed, and finally gets taken down right around the 43-yard line. Yeah, he's got some good bursts as soon as he gets that ball, and boom, he's past a lot of defenders, and a good job chasing him down, but damage is done. He's got it up to the 43-yard line.
Bestman may have saved a touchdown there, a long run touchdown. Good solid tackle.
3:15 and counting down in the third quarter. Just one score so far in the third quarter, 34-6, the lead now for KML. And Hagenau fakes handing the ball off to the right side to another one of the running backs, Ethan Perkins over there, but he ends up tucking it in and got himself about 4 yards on the play. It makes it a 2nd down and 6.
Nice play by Abel Koima. Kind of creating issues for the quarterback. Couldn't really pitch it because he was in the pitch lane, and then he's still able to close down on the quarterback and make the tackle.
Okay, now a 2nd down and 6 yards to go. Clock keeps on running as KML pretty much likes to keep it on the ground, but very good at it. Taking out back in the shotgun, takes a snap. He'll just hand it up the middle again, and another running back gets some stats here today with Ethan Perkins. Just tucks the ball in with both hands and drives it up to about the 43-yard line of Waupun. 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
Once again, nearing the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Clock continues to run. KML just grinding it out.
So they are giving one of the running backs, Adam Zilka, a little break right now. They're going to hand it off and get themselves maybe about 5 or 6 yards in the play inside the 40-yard line. Mark him down right around the 38-yard line of Waupun. Makes it a 2nd down and almost 5 yards to go.
DeGroff on the tackle. Landon DeGroff.
Yeah, I've been mentioning his name. That first half, we mentioned his name quite often. He's making some big plays at some key times, and some of Waupun's highlights in the first half. Second down and 5, and they're going to pitch it out around the left side in the hands now of Samuel Elke, and looks like he's got himself just enough for possibly a first down right around the 32-yard line.
Maxwell Whitliff on the tackle, but a little bit too late.
That gets it up to the 32.
Clock will stop just long enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to start using some of that time maybe before they get counted down. Really, they've been moving a pretty efficient drive that they've got going if you're definitely trying to run the clock down. Very efficient on this drive. Now looking to pass right now. It's a completed pass in the hands of Barrett Waldvogel right around the 25-yard line. Be a couple yards short of the first down. And we saw him throwing before the game. I'm surprised that maybe Hagenau doesn't throw it a little bit more often because he looked like he was throwing some pretty good balls out there in the warm-ups today.
Yeah, very tight spiral. Good arm strength.
Second down, about 2.5 yards to go. Hagenau in some trouble right now, getting taken down by about 3 of the Warriors. See Reeder over there in the pile, along with big number 70 for Waupun, Clayton Taylor.
going to be the end of the third quarter.
Here we go. 3 quarters done, and Waupun trailing 34-6. But KML on the drive right now. Come back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
And we are back for the fourth quarter. Steve Witterhack and Randy Armga from Veterans Memorial Field. 34-6 the lead. And KML on the drive right now. 3rd down and 3 right at the Waupun 25-yard line. One receiver out left, one out right. Hagen now just hands it a slick little handoff to his running back, Ethan Perkins. That's so smooth. I think he's going to kind of keep it around the left and just dumped it right in his hands, and boom, he takes it up all the way up to about the 12-yard line of Waupun.
These running backs for the Chargers, they all look the same. Perkins, another guy. What is he? He's going to be listed him at 5'10", 175 pounds, maybe just a little
good-sized
more,
running back.
Yeah, just a little more stocky than the other 2 guys that were carrying the ball. But yeah, the starters might have. Starting running backs may have taken the seat for the night.
No, that one did not work real well. It's kind of running into each other. Usually it's been a pretty seamless handoffs to his running backs, but Sam Elke runs into Hagenau, and he's going to go down for one of the rare losses that they've had, a 2-yard loss. Makes it 2nd down and 11 and a half yards to go.
Landon Potrat's right there, ready to make the stop. Opportunistic, kind of a broken play, and he said, yeah, I'll take a TFL.
Okay, 2nd down, a little over 11 yards to go with the ball at the 13-yard line of Waupun. Early going here of the fourth quarter. Had a receiver open across that left side, kind of a little slant heading right towards the end zone, Barrett Waldvogel, but that one goes through his hands, incomplete. That should have been caught and probably in the end zone.
Yeah, really good, well-designed play, good throw. Just might have heard footsteps, took his eyes off it.
Okay, so makes it a 3rd down and 11. I see Frederick Benz goes and just whips the running back down that did not get the ball, Ethan Perkins, and he kind of looked back up at him like, dude, I don't have the ball, but they do get some positive yards up to the 10-yard line, makes it a 4th down and about 8 yards to go.
Once you've committed that far, you might as well put the hit on the guy.
Take him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the officials definitely can't blame you for doing that.
You don't know if they have the ball or not for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good argument anyway.
Yeah, these guys are really good. We don't know who has the ball. I'm just tackling anybody. 4th down and 8 now. He's going to kind of take it right up the gut and come up just.
Ooh, it's going to be close.
Yeah, that's close to the marker. They can get a 1st down, and it's about the 2-yard line. And that's right around there. See where they mark it. 9:50 left. Might have a.
Waupun ball.
Waupun stops him, and Waupun will get it back. That's the good news. The bad news is you're getting the ball at about the 2.5-yard line over on your side of the field. So this could be an epic scoring drive here for Waupun if they can put something together here.
Yeah, a long ways to go. Plenty of time. Almost 10 minutes left in this game. One thing, Waupun had kind of a long record of having running clock against them.
Yeah.
That's not happening so far this season.
Hasn't happened yet, no.
Wasn't it like 26 or 27 games in a row they had running clock? Ooh.
It was a lot. Those were brutal games, when at least the clock would eventually would be running. The game would be fast in the second half, but leading up to that point, it wasn't so fast. And Beam takes the ball, gets him a little more room to work with, gets it up to the 7-yard line, picks up 4. It'll now be a second down and 6 yards to go. Yeah, I've been hanging out with Jeff all week. 3 games with Jeff Sauer doing volleyball matches. Now a football game here, and even had to go into Oakfield Elementary School yesterday. And it wasn't a bad place to call the game from, but it was a little low on the floor and behind the up referee. But ball's passed over to Torres over on the right side of the field and catches it. Maybe gets 2 yards on the play. A little bit more than that, actually, about 5 yards on the play. So a 5-yard pickup for Waupun. Sitting at a third down and about almost 2 yards to go for a first down.
Braden's second reception of the game, both here in the second half.
I like those plays, those quick little hitters that they've had out here. They've had some success with that.
That frees up the running game a little bit as well. Sometimes you have to throw early in the first or second down. You can't be so predictable.
Waupun with 2 receivers out on the this kind of short side of the field. Torres in motion from right to left. Beam back to pass on a 3rd and 2. Looking down the field, nothing there, and I'm just going to toss it out of bounds as he rolls out of the pocket. Makes it a 4th down and 2.
Now that was a good decision in that situation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just, I know it creates a 4th down and you're down. But, yeah, you don't want to put it up for grabs. Just live for the next play. It's a young quarterback. He's learning on-the-job training,
You could have used that as a punt, just throwing it down the field again.
Yeah.
But that doesn't noise.
We'll see what happens here.
Elke was back ready to receive the punt, but now Wapun's going to try a little quarterback draw.
Fumble. Didn't matter, I guess.
Yeah. He got hit hard right away, right at the 10-yard line. Good job by the Chargers reading that one all the way and put a good hit on him. He drops the ball on 4th down anyway, so ball sitting right at the 10-yard line with 8:01 left here in the ball game.
Lots of reserves in the game for the Chargers right now. Some guys looking for their opportunity to get in the stat book.
Yeah, this all was interesting for the radio guys. You got kind of comfortable calling the names you've been calling all game, and now you got, at least they have the same quarterback out there yet, with Landon Hagenau still out there. Two new running backs out there that didn't start in that position. Joshua Duba, who does have a touchdown after that punt and picking it up, punt block and picking him, get a touchdown. And Hagenau's going to keep it as Duba got tackled. But Hagenau gets it down about the 2-yard line.
One guy that stayed in that offensive line is Simeon Zarling. He moved from the tackle position. Now he's at center. But yeah, otherwise the offensive line is much, much smaller than they were earlier in the game. Kind of looks funny almost at center because he's so tall. He's so big.
He's just a little shorter, like stockier guy than the other guys around him, but he's a big
looks like
man.
He's standing up while he's ready to snap the ball.
Well, second and goal at the 2 and
close.
And it is a touchdown according to the official. So touchdown for KML. It makes the score now 40-6. With 7:08 left here in the ball game.
If you're not familiar, the differential for running clock is 40 points. So 40 points difference. One more score by the Chargers would put this into a running clock situation.
Now just gets the ball away, kind of going into his Koima trying to block it. Not close, but that is good. 41-6 the score now. KML leading with 7:08 left here in the ball game. Back with more Warrior football in just 1 minute on RP Sports.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Okay, touchdown for KML. Extra point good. 41-6 their lead now with 7:08 left in the ball game. Reeder's going to take the ball at the 8-yard line. Just kind of heads right up the gut with it and gets hit hard. Looks like he ran into a wall right about the 31-yard line. He's going to get taken down at the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 Waupun. Even the crowd kind of a little ooh on that one.
Yeah, a lot of starters on that kick team. Some big linemen that started this game, and they're playing on the kick teams. The running backs, see Elke and a couple of the other key players. They don't mess around with their special teams. They're going to put those guys out there and make plays.
Caden Del Ponte checks into the ball game for Waupun as a receiver out on the left side. Is anybody else new out there?
He's a sophomore, 6'2", 160.
Look up the field, and that one goes in and out of the hands of Koima. About 3 yards up the field. A little low and just can't haul it in. They'll stop the clock at, no, it won't stop the clock. They do have it running. It's 35, must be 35.
35
yeah.
maybe, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I was going to ask you if that change.
No, I don't know why I think 40's basketball, right?
Yeah, 40's a basketball one.
That's what I was thinking, yeah, 35 points.
Which you don't see a whole lot. It's a lot more prevalent in football, of course, but you don't see it a lot in basketball.
40
we
points.
have seen it.
40 points in basketball, and then it can go back if it goes under the 40-point differential.
Oh, and that one overshoots the hands of Torres. Braden Torres over on that right side along the line of scrimmage. Incomplete pass. Clock running down at 5:20 and counting down. And a tough customer here for your first conference game for Waupun. They're 0-2. They didn't put any the cream puffs like they used to in the beginning of the season to take on those teams where you maybe grab a win from them. They played some decent teams, a New Holstein, last week, and back down from anybody. So that puts them at 0-2, and now back in the conference. And KML, pretty solid-looking team. Pretty impressed by what I've seen from them. Beam back to pass, has plenty of time, looking down the field, and that's going to be just a few yards ahead of Torres. Then there's a flag for the end of that. I'm not even sure one of the defensive backs back there was maybe had a hold of or hit one of our receivers down there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're all kind of looking around with their hands in the air like, what happened? Where'd that come from?
Not exactly sure where we're at next week. I don't think we're doing the Waupun game next week, Friday. If Jeff got his schedule out.
There's some Randolph, isn't there, on the schedule?
Yeah, we have Randolph and Deerfield.
And Deerfield in Randolph?
Yes.
Okay, in Randolph. Okay, thanks,
good.
Jeff.
Deerfield's a long ways. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Gone down there for some tournament softball officiating. Yeah, that's a long haul.
Beam again back to pass, looks up the field and slipping just as the ball was getting to him, trying to get his footing to cut back to the ball was Abel Koima, incomplete pass. The clock keeps on moving, down to 3.5 minutes and counting down in the ball game. So Randolph and Deerfield. I don't know if I've ever done a game with Deerfield involved in the game. I can remember, unless it would have to have been a Randolph game if I did. I think I passed through the town once, coming back from somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with them. We'll pass in the middle of the field, and a good job fighting, trying to get towards the first down. A good job by Kyler Sanders, hauling it in.
This is going to be extremely close again. All about the.
Got them short by about a half. Oh, they're going to move it up. They moved it up to the 50-yard line.
First down.
Yeah, that's a few of those. I've listened to a lot of the philosophies of refereeing in different situations from Dave Gove, and that's one of the ones he mentioned right there.
Put it on
team
the line.
Down, put her up a half a yard.
And you look at the score, too, and you think, well, you're going to give Waupun a couple extra inches maybe on the mark.
Dave said that it does come into play. Again, passing and getting hit right as they get trying to get it up over to Kyler Sanders. He's getting up slowly after that. Took a shot maybe in the thigh. Big meaty part of the body. Leave a little bruise there.
Adam Zilka with a big hit. One of those running backs now playing on defense.
Yeah, still got those guys out there with their two running backs are still out on the field there with, Zilka and Elkier as the defensive backs. But they only have 26 guys suited up, too, so it's not a real big squad. We mentioned that before, that they have more in their cheerleading outfit that they have for KML. Again, another hit right when the ball's getting, that time intended receiver Isaiah Thurk. Hit right when that ball got to him. The 135 and counting down in the game, and we're looking at a 3rd down and 10 for Waupun. Ball right at the 50-yard line.
Waupun going to have to regroup and try and get it figured out this season. This was kind of an eye-opener for them to see what the conference competition is going to be like. KML's a nice team, though, as you said.
Yeah, I'm very impressed from what I saw. They didn't show too much of that stuff in the second half. A lot of the another one overshoots the hands again of a Waupun receiver with Braden Torres again, same as the one from about 3 plays ago. Under a minute to play. And
4th and 10 here. Waupun has to go down the field.
Yeah, I think we'll just wrap it up, too, when the game is done.
Makes
sense. All
to
commercials
me.
played, Jeff?
Yeah, we're good.
We're
I'll
good.
just run an ad set at the end and the outro.
Okay. Sounds good. So, yeah, we'll just get to let the clock run down here, but see what Waupun does. Try to get something. Right now in trouble is Chase Beam, and he's going to get wrapped up and go down, and that should run the clock out. Waupun will drop one here, 41-6 to KML. And thanks, Randy, for joining me tonight. Jeff and Big Nate. And I'll talk to you again next week. I got shopping spree tomorrow too at 9:30, so you might have to tell Barb to be listening for that tomorrow morning. Have that on the radio station, and also our next game that we'll have for you will be the game, a volleyball match over at Laconia. Waupun taking on Laconia. Should be a good matchup between those two teams, and we'll have it for you on Radio Plus coming up on Tuesday night at the Pit at Laconia High School. Again, final score here at Veterans Memorial Field. Waupun loses 41-6 to the visiting KML Chargers. This has been Waupun Warrior Football on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Summer's in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer. A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie Holland puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor into the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Waupun on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets. Vanderwerf getting the ball to Spies, and she pounds one down and puts it off the arms of Delaney Rudinger and out of bounds. Walda's going to get it near the middle, and DeVries pushes it off to the right. Off to the races the other way. Throws it up to Emba, throws it down and in. Unbelievable alley-oop to Ben Emba. Throws it down for the two. What a feed into Ben Emba from Will Sines.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in. Johannes to the line.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.